And I guess if you can, play it on PS5, because apparently PC and Xbox are way worse than PS5. That's the word on the street, brother. I'm going to turn on just my oscillating fan today.
What did you
it's
say?
cool today in Washington, so it's not that
Did you
warm
say
in
brother?
here. So I don't think I need everything. Either you shouldn't even be in that industry. Like, if you watch someone playing Redfall for 20 minutes and you tell me that game is done, you should not be in the games industry. You should be doing something else. Maybe fast food. Or maybe, like, automobiles. You know, you're an idiot. If you know anything about games, don't be in charge of games. You know what I'm saying? I get the feeling that's the problem, is a lot of these companies...
I just want to point out that Phil just called all fast food workers and auto mechanics idiots.
Have people in charge. This is one of their many roles. Oh, I happen to be on the board of this company, but I'm also making decisions for this other company.
Great guy
and
here.
This one. These rich people who are just kind of in charge of everything, and they make horrible decisions because they don't fucking know what the hell they're talking about. They're only there because they're rich. It's sad. All right. I don't know what you guys in chat are talking about, but I swear to God, if you continue on with your just derailed conversations arguing with each other, I'm just going to time every one of you out. There's like 4 people arguing in a circle about nothing. You know there's a stream here, right? Hi. There's a streamer playing a game.
Hi.
This is not your private chat room, so you can take that chat elsewhere. Okay?
Hi,
I don't want to
Phil.
hear. I
Do
don't want
you
to hear
like
any of this
violence?
derailed nonsense. Everyone shut up about it right now. Okay? Now, can we get back on topic? The southeastern part of Raya Lucaria
Fun's
on
over.
the map. Games people want to play on the console. So, you're going
Like,
to
I
lose
could-
the fight. Oh, we're not in a console
It'd be
war.
so
What
easy to
fucking
put a green
planet do
screen
you
up
live
here.
on? You sell consoles, you're in a console war. That's like McDonald's saying we're not in a burger war. You fucking idiot. Yes, you are. Anyone who's in the business is in competition with your fucking competitors. You can't say you're
Keep
not.
it
That's like
chill.
Nintendo. Oh, we're not.
It'd
we're
be
not competing.
cool.
Yes, you
Okay.
are. Fuck you.
Wait,
This
what?
is bullshit. Enough with the pussyfooting. Time to fucking step up and do your job and do your responsibility and stop fucking pussyfooting around the issues in the top. Oh, no, we're not in a console war. No, you said that because you lost. If you were in the lead, you wouldn't say that. You're saying it because you're getting crushed and you look stupid and you just released one of the worst games ever as an Xbox exclusive, and you expect that people are going to feel sorry for you because you say you're not in a console war? What the fuck is your problem? Man up, pull up your goddamn pants, act like a fucking leader, get out there, and get to work. Stop crying on a podcast.
Wow. The hypocrisy just left me speechless. I want to say something, but I think Phil has said it all for me.
Or, if you're not going to do it, quit. Step down. Let someone else do it who will actually do the work. Okay. Sorry, that's my opinion. I can't stand that shit. That's just, it's a complete and utter lack of leadership.
Toxic,
is what
Phil.
it is. And
Toxic.
it's sad. Because this guy's been in charge for how long, and we keep getting the promise of improvement. We're going to buy all these studios. We're going to have all these great games coming out. Well, where are the fucking games? Just keep waiting. Oh, it was COVID. It was this. It was that. Just keep waiting. There's going to be more games. Then finally the games start coming.
So this is Phil's podcast. And what's Phil doing right now? What does it sound like Phil's doing? Hold on.
Coming out, they suck. So fuck you.
What does that sound like? Sounds like he's crying, right? It sounds like you're crying on a podcast. What did he just say before this? He was like making fun of someone about 30 seconds ago, and he was like, stop crying on a podcast. Phil's going to turn into a projector. He's just going to turn into a fucking projector, like one of those old ones that they used to have in the classroom. Like, he's just going to turn into one. Like, it's unreal, dude. His projection is just... I've never heard... He's like... worse than Cobra, dude. His projection is worse than Cobra's projection. And that says a lot.
What the fuck have you been doing? Get your thumb up your fucking ass going on PR fucking tours all over the world, talking to digital events. I don't care what the fuck is behind Phil Spencer on his shelf in his stupid vlog from his office. He could have a fucking giant fucking dildo up there. I don't give a tough fuck. It doesn't mean anything if he fucking doesn't actually put out good games that sell consoles. It's a waste of everyone's time. Okay, I got it off my
He is-
mind.
He is.
All right.
They could make a movie
Excuse
called
me.
The Projector, and he would be the star.
I
man.
exploded there a little bit, and I apologize if you feel like I went over the top, but I had to get it off my chest, okay? All right. Now people are saying, relax. Relax. Okay, I'm going to relax. I promise you. I'm calming down right now.
It's
All right,
too
I'm gonna
late.
tone it down.
You already
Okay?
bugged out.
Okay.
It doesn't matter now. You
All right.
if you
Only
chill.
rules, I don't like it when my grandpa rants. Well, I'm sorry. Now I'm banning you. Okay. Street sacrilegious sacrifice. Whatever we're calling it. The salacious, I don't know. We have to think of something. Blanca's burning bowel event. Wow, that's kind of interesting. Brunel's knuckle salad fiesta. Phil's robust fighting event. The super special streaming slam.
Burnell's and
The street super Sunday fighters.
I can't
Oh
even
my
say
god.
because it sounds
super
too
special
similar.
street fight. Phil's fighting fiesta. The Brunel beat down bite.
No, don't say
Oh
it.
my god. Ooh.
Yo, what's up, Jerry?
Oh my goodness. Brunel's button bashing bonanza. That's a good one. Brunel's beatdowns and bites. Oh, I see. Because part of the show is going to be food. You think that having something like bites in there would make sense. Ah.
Yeah, Blue's he's been acting up today, dude. I don't. He's asleep now.
We could
thank
call
God.
it Street Fighter hype, beatdowns, and bites. That sounds terrible. Oh, no, that's terrible. All right, we still got to work on this. We still have to work on this. Rolls off the tongue, and everyone can keep saying it and hyping it. The bite and fight. The Phil's phenomenal feast. The bite and fight delight. Darksydephil, Street Fighter 6, bite and fight delight. No. No. Ugh.
Well, to an extent, I feel like
Oh my god. We're getting close though.
to an extent, I feel like in order to actually be
Phil's fantastic fighting frenzy. Phil's fighting feast and frenzy. Fighting feast Phil's feast and fighting frenzy. That's phonetic at least. We're almost there.
in order to be, I think in order to be like a legitimate DSP fan, you need to be some level of how Phil is. You need to be kind of like you're probably a little bit of a sociopath. You know, you probably have a lot of the qualities that Phil has. You know, that's why you watch, that's why you're a fan, right? Because you watch people that relate to you. That's why his chat is so dented, because these are like little Phils. Imagine that. Imagine a room of Phils. That's what this is.
Fighter feast. Fighters. Darksydephil's fighters feast.
Not really. Tell him
That
to come
works.
see me.
Fightin' feast. Darksydephil's fightin' feast. Yes, that's good.
He's like a
Fightin'
den.
feast. Thank you.
Yes,
Steely
I got
Sam
someone
came
to
up with
agree with me.
it. Darksydephil's fight and feast. Yes, we're fighting and we're feasting. We're playing
What?
games. We're ranking
Dude.
Street Fighter and fighting game stuff, and we're eating food. The fightin' feast.
And we're begging.
All right, I
And
think we got it.
rapping.
I think that's gonna be it.
And drinking.
DSP's Fightin' Feast, May 21st. I like this. And if you say, what is it? It's a hype event for Street Fighter 6, playing classic Street Fighters and eating food out of a Street Fighter cookbook and doing Street Fighter related things. Darksydephil's Fightin' Feast. Yes. 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 That is good. I don't care if you like Asplosion better.
More stolen content, dude. More stolen ideas, stolen valor, dude.
So it should be good, but let's keep talking about it. Burnell's big brawl and bigger bowel blowout. Final boss event. Anshang Forever says. I like that name, Final Boss. I like that. Brunel's Bash and Bites. Derek, I will see you tomorrow. Sounds good.
Bye, Derek. Hey, leave Reese Robbins alone now, okay? No more DMs.
Blazing Brunel. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's keep talking about this today. Seriously, let's keep this topic going until we actually nail it. We need to nail a name by the end of today. That way I can start promoting it. I can maybe get some artwork. You know what I mean? I can start talking about it and get people excited.
Derek's off to play on Twitter.
It's going to be a good event.
He's got to go play on Twitter real quick.
Show up for it because I'm actually very excited about the impending release of Street Fighter 6, and this will be confirmed the second. Yeah, I have to look.
Yeah, he'd start seeing like the tractors and trees and shit.
So I need the time to do it. So I can't do a late stream on Sunday, but that's okay because once we get that out of the way, then for the rest of the month we can focus on the streams and don't have to worry about having streams away. Now again, knock on wood, you know, I didn't mean to have a stream off on Tuesday, and I had to take it for personal reasons. I'm hoping, obviously, this does not happen again, but it doesn't mean it won't. You know, that's life. Sometimes things happen, and you have to take care of stuff, especially when you're an adult. And that's the situation I find myself in, is that sometimes my time is just out of my hands.
Who do you think you're talking to?
Away from a stream or whatever, I'll try to do as best as I can to give you advance notice. But in the case that something changes, I'll tell you. First of all, I'll post up on the community tab here on DSP Gaming.
I know how adult shit works.
I'll post up on my Twitter @TheyCallMeDSP. You know, I'll try to send messages everywhere I can so that you guys know. Fair enough? Okay. All right. So.
It's all for sympathy, dude. He's just still bringing it up for sympathy. He just says that he's changed and he wants you to believe him.
That's up here,
but he shows you no proof.
To down here, you know, and that's sad. I think that what's really funny about this is the reviewers give it like 9s out of 10. How the fuck do you give the game a 9 out of 10? What version were you playing? Every version is fucked up. So how can you say that it's a 9 out of 10? You'd have to be an asshole. Oop.
Well, here's the thing, Phil. It's an opinion, dude. So who cares? I mean, you don't have to call the guy a complete moron. You know, if the guy thought it was a 9, he thought it was a 9, Phil. You think it's a 0? You think it's a 0. I think it's a... I mean, I don't know. I don't really care, but...
Did I just inadvertently make a point? The reviewers are assholes.
Make a point, Phil.
They literally lied. How can you say a game is a 9 out of 10 when every single version is having frame rate dips, problems? Like, that's fucked up. It wasn't like, 9 out of 10 only on PS5. No, they were reviewing all the versions highly. Then the game came out, and all of a sudden the public's like, why does this game run like shit, and why did the reviewers lie? So, it pisses me off. Okay? Reviews. Reviews have been hit or miss. I started reviewing things with the Last of Us television show, and those reviews did well every week. But since that show ended, and I started reviewing older content, such as movies, television series...
This is something that I don't think Phil is grasping. The concept of spreading yourself too thin, right? And he does this with games, we know that. Let me play this game, let me play that game. Oh, I gotta switch to people don't like this. I gotta switch to this. Now I switch to this. Now I play Skyrim. Now I play Oblivion. Now I'm jerking off on camera. What is he gonna do next? He's losing his mind. Yeah, just like he can't like just stick to a thing, dude. It doesn't mean you can't be variety. It just means that you don't do that much. You're doing too much, homie. Way too much.
They haven't done so well. I'd say the best...
Now I'm a reactor. Now I'm a detractor.
Reviews I did was the Joker movie, the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and The Whale, starring Brendan Fraser. Because there are people out there that are malicious. They are not logical thinking people. They are pretty messed up. And to them, a day that they can hurt someone because they get away with it is a day where they feel some kind of weird recognition. These are sociopaths. These are not people who think like us, who think about positivity or fun, or they just have nothing to do with their lives but bring down others.
Here's
This is how they operate, and when they're on the internet,
here's
they
that projection,
tend to
guys.
come together. So you got to be careful. I always tell everyone, please, whatever you do, don't put a ton of private personal information all over the internet. Facebook, delete that shit. No one needs a fucking Facebook in 2022. It's just a liability. Twitter, have a Twitter, but don't put up your personal information on your Twitter. Separate that from your real life persona. Same thing, you have an account on YouTube, you have an account on Instagram, whatever. Make sure that they're all separated. That way, if someone has a bug up their butt about you and they try to harass you online, it doesn't spill over to your real life. You understand? Because some of these people have no lives and they will absolutely try to do that stuff. Okay? So just be careful. All right? And I appreciate anyone who hangs out with me, who chills with me, who enjoys the content, who supports the content. You guys are the reason I'm still here. I'm a crowd-funded individual. I'm not someone who has partnerships, sponsorships, product placements, or anything like that. I'm here very much because of your crowdfunding support, and I really appreciate that. And I apologize, obviously, for anyone who gets harassed online. I can't control that. These people are nuts. But that's why I say just be diligent, be careful with your information. You should be all right. Best case of action, if anyone tries to harass you, ignore them. That's the best suggestion that I can get from anyone. Just ignore the assholes. The more you ignore them, the more they realize, well, not getting anything, no rise, no reaction, and they'll move on. That's the best way to go about it. Okay?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that this is like the second or third time that he's been like, yeah, I mean, if you want to be my supporter, you might as well just delete your Facebook and all your social media. Like, what? Tell me this isn't a cult, dude? You're telling people that in order to watch you without what? Dude, there's like a gnat. In order to watch you in peace, people have to delete all their social media. That's pretty fucking crazy, dude.
That sounds good. And I give Steely Sam the
and
credit.
We steal content?
I was saying fighting feast. He
we
said
steal
fight
content.
And feast. Fight and feast sounds even catchier. Fight and feast. So it could be fight and feast or fight ampersand feast. Either one would work. Yeah.
This guy just literally walks around snatching whatever he wants for his own purposes,
start promoting. DSP's or darksydephil's Fight and Feast, May 21st. Be there or be square. That's not the catchphrase. We gotta think of a better catchphrase for that. What's a better catchphrase than that? No, that's terrible. Fighting with the feast.
It's still bad too.
No,
it's still a bad name, dude.
Phil's phonetic Fight and Feast. There you go.
Darksydephil's.
Please spell Fight and Feast. No, it could be with F's.
Feast?
It could be Fight and Feast, right? Okay.
How about this? Here, I'm gonna come up with a better one. Hold on.
Anyway, be there or you're a scrub. Nah, we gotta think of a better catchphrase. Now we gotta think of a catchphrase for it, right? Okay. All right. Anyway, so that's a good name. May 21st. Thank you for that. All right. So here's the deal. There's like no gaming news today.
Darksydephil's gout and grub.
The only news anyone's talking about is that Phil Spencer was interviewed. And apparently in the interview, he was completely defeated. Like, everything in the interview he said sounded like fucking depressed. He's like, yeah, Xbox cannot compete with the console sales of PlayStation or Nintendo. We're not even trying anymore. There's no more console war. That's why we've given up on it. Instead, what we're trying to do is focus on subscriptions like Game Pass because we know that we can't compete. And I hear him say shit like that, and I'm like, you should not be leading Microsoft. If that's your attitude, you're in charge, and that's your attitude, then you should not be in charge. You need to realize you have failed as a leader. You need to step down and let someone else come in and take up the reins who's going to be motivated to do better. There is no reason why the Xbox cannot be competing. The problem is you're not giving them the leadership needed to pump out the games people want on that console. There's no reason Redfall had to suck that hard. There's no reason that Halo Infinite should have fallen into disrepair and oblivion and no one plays it anymore when it was the fucking leader FPS that year. It's your leadership that's failing, not the games. Like, Halo Infinite is a good game that failed because of bad leadership. So I think it's time for Phil Spencer to take a step back and look at what's going on and say, I think it's time to
Phil Spector
realize it's maybe you. Look in the mirror. It's not the climate. It's not the gaming community has abandoned Xbox. It's that you're not putting out good games, and you're the one at the reins. So fucking get someone in there who's gonna do the job. You know, I really feel like, sadly, Phil Spencer is the kind of, he's like, look at how he dresses. He's the casual guy. He's your friend. He's your bro. He's the party guy. He steps in. He's cool. He makes Xbox feel like the cool console for the bros. But the problem is that doesn't make games. We need someone to get in there who's actually going to fucking step in and be like, listen, work your ass off. Here's what we want. Here's what we need. If you can't hit the schedule,
Get out
that's
there
fine.
and work,
We'll delay,
bitch.
but let's get concrete results. I feel like he's a hands-off guy. Just trust everyone to do the right thing. That's not how you operate a business. Just trust everyone to do the right thing? No. Sorry. You have to, especially in a business like this, where it's so competitive, and you have two huge competitors who are doing a great job, you have to also be in there. You have to be in the trenches with these companies, figuring out what the fuck they're doing and what's going wrong. You know what I mean?
Bill doesn't trust anybody.
There's no excuse whatsoever for Redfall to release like that. It is literally an unfinished game. And the fact that it released under Phil Spencer's watch means he should not be in charge. That game, just that one game releasing under his watch, means he should not be in charge. How the fuck did he not know that game was a broken piece of shit, but it was going to represent Microsoft? You know? It's sad. So, yeah, that's all anyone's really talking about. And, you know, it's sad. The thing is, I like the Xbox Series consoles. I think they're quite good products. I like Game Pass. I think they're quite good products. I'm upset that they had opportunity to turn this back into the Xbox 360 era. They absolutely did. They have the superior offering, but they can't.
What do you guys think about a green screen? Because, like, I could easily throw one up, but, like, I don't know. I kind of like the stuff, you know?
How you feel? Funny to mess around with Phil Burnell, right? Oh, it's real funny to do these horrible things to him because it's just a joke. No, it's not a joke. It's my life.
Not Phil Burnell, Shill Burnell.
Shill Burnell.
The reason we do it is because Phil begs. Wrong. The reason they do it is because they want to see me suffer.
That's right.
Why does Tractor say you're a pig roach? You don't look like a pig or a roach. I don't know. I don't know what that means. That's one of their memes. I don't actually know what it means at all. Piggy Smalls took me $1. Says, own the premium like others. Pigs rise up. Oh my god, here we go again. Another stupid meme. Another stupid meme that means nothing.